So, Bastardo Fish Bar. The fish bar's name is the Bastard. Bastard Fish Bar.
Yeah,
Is that yours?
No, no, I'm not a bastard.
You're not? Okay.
Which, by
Good.
the way, the official definition of bastard is you don't know who your father is.
Who your father is, yeah. That's not
And
it.
it's not the American definition, which is sort of like asshole or bastard or something like that. It's
No, I think the American definition is the same.
well, it's
You
the
don't know who your
Hollywood-
dad is.
The Hollywood movie definition is
The Hollywood movie definition, yes. It's,
sort of an asshole.
poor bastard. Yeah. Let me show you a little bit of this street, because it's really beautiful for the holidays. Chestnuts. 1 dozen for €3. Not bad. Alright. This is one of those walking streets of Europe. You just walk around, you have restaurants, but since you're in Portugal, most of the restaurants are fish restaurants. I didn't know that. A lot of fish in this country. I didn't know that fish is like the Portuguese thing. I had no idea. But that's what happens when you come in with an open mind.
Which is odd because Brazil is all about red meat.
Brazil is red meat?
Yeah, it's all about meat.
Well, maybe because they're not on the coast. Most Brazilians, do they live on the coast? Do they fish?
Yeah, I mean, I think the inner part of Brazil, the Amazon, is mostly empty. So,
Huh.
I think
That is odd. But are most Brazilian Portuguese? I don't think they have
God,
Portuguese descent, yeah. I think they speak the Portuguese language, but I think most of them have other European.
no, and the first thing
Mixture.
I noticed is they look different here.
Yes, so if you're coming to Portugal expecting that the Portuguese look Brazilian, you will be in for a shocking surprise. But I think everybody knows. I might have been the last one not to know. I think people know. They know what's up. What is that Arc de Triomphe thing over there? Is that where we're heading?
Cross it. There's a very similar street in Malaga, Spain.
Malaga.
Malaga.
Is that a better city?
I don't really spend much time here.
No. Oh,
It's
there
all
it
kind of
is.
similar, I guess.
Oh, that's something. Is this the old quarter? Hold on. I'm coming down with something.
This is why you need drinks.
That's
Alcohol kills the sickness.
true. The bacteria. All right.
The more
Let's.
you drink, and when you drink, you have a drinking problem. You don't have time to deal with sickness or disease.
Well,
You create a new problem.
every medical lecture in history would disagree with you, but
Medical schmedical.
all right. Let's
We are
take a look
men.
at this. We are men.
We do as we please.
Men in Lisbon. Lisboa. Lisboa?
Lisboa.
Lisboa. All right. Casa Porto.
The other thing is
Look at this.
how different
So
the
cute.
Portuguese language is from Spanish and Italian.
Yeah, it's so different. It's very, very different than Spanish and Italian. What happened there? Are they not a Romance people?
Oh, they totally are. It's just
Huh.
odd sounding. Like if you think
I
you're
can't
gonna-
understand it at all.
If you think by speaking Spanish you're gonna come here and get by, you're in for a rude awakening.
Right. What if you spoke French? Is it closer to French?
No, it's his.
So,
No.
I mean, think about this.
What
In
happened?
Italian, you say grazie.
Yes.
In Spanish, you say gracias.
Si.
In Portuguese, you say obrigado.
Obrigado. Obrigado. Obrigado.
Obri with an R.
Wow. That is different. Might as well be a different
It's not
language.
even close.
That is not close. You know, I think I was covering the sound the whole time.
That's great. Yeah.
Say the whole thing in Portuguese.
I wish I could. Obrigado.
What do we do here? Ah, there we go. Does it surprise you that there's just so many people out?
Oh no, I think that's expected.
Is it?
It's Sunday. It's like after Christmas. Probably all government jobs are off, so you got a bunch of people that are off in the capital city at night.
There's Ronaldo's.
Yeah, that is.
Well, it's not the real Ronaldo. I think it's just a mannequin. Unfortunately for us.
Off the mannequin Ronaldo's, I think that's a good one.
No, it was good. It's made out of wax.
It's like the Hollywood Wax Museum in LA.
Oh look, Museo Design Museum. All right, the Design Museum maybe. Mude. Wow, entrada. Well, that's something. We go? Can we go? I think we can.
Still a lot of guests.
We gotta be careful not to fall here. I've almost fallen twice.
Well, they've gone with the cobblestone streets and sidewalks.
Yeah.
Instead of comfort and, ease of walking and driving.
It's about looking good, not
they've
about
gone with,
feeling good.
Let's maintain our ancient architecture and appeal, but make it very difficult for everyone to just drive, bike, or walk.
Right. Wow. Look at that. When we saw this Christmas tree last night, it looked absolutely spectacular. Wow, it's happening everywhere.
You can see it. We're jumping on the wrong side.
Oh no. What happened? It's a Portuguese emergency.
He's headed to the Bastardo fish restaurant.
Ah, fish. The bastard fish. Watch out, watch out.
I'll get run over at 1 kilometer an hour.
Doing good. Are these streetcars? Is that what we call streetcars? They call tramcar? Whoa, 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 look at this. We are in, I think this is close to the ocean. Yeah, I can see the ocean there. This is something. So we are in the next to the ocean in Lisbon, Portugal, and it's really kind of nice. It's a sunny day. It's, what is it, December 29th or 30th or something like that. It's close to New Year's, and it feels really nice. I mean, it just very, very beautiful. And look at the whole thing.
The water isn't swimmable. I can tell you that.
No, the water. This is not a swimmable beach. Kind of dirty, actually. But everything else is pretty nice. The people are unbelievably nice. It seems like just a bunch of intellectuals walking around. I feel like everybody here could work at a public library in the 80s.
These are
Maybe the 90s.
These are all government workers from Portugal.
Government workers from Portugal. Okay.
They're all off. They got their 2-week vacation, and they're just eating fish and walking around.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can find out a method to their madness. Yeah. Government work in Portugal, eating fish and looking at the ocean. Alright, so now we're actually... This is what separates the boys from the men. We're gonna have to go up and up these flights of stairs and then go more up. After that, we got a long way to go until we reach some pivotal point at the end of the movie, which will take us all the way up. I think we're in the second act of the film now. And so far, nothing's really happened. We don't have a villain. We don't even have a protagonist. Whew. Can feel the air is much cleaner here. Must be some ways up. Keep right. I don't think most restaurants are open now. I think dinner is big here, and maybe they eat a late lunch.
Sunday is God's day.
Sunday's God's day, that's for sure. Although that church we passed by was closed, so I don't know. Look, apartments with no dryer. They're just drying their clothes the old-fashioned way. Gonna keep right. Seems really, really tight. Seems very tight. Like this just goes into an apartment building. I don't think we go anywhere here. Really? Okay. Which way, Western man? This way. Oh my God. I'm not feeling so good right now. Oh God. Come on. Let this be the end of it. And we are somewhere. Where is this?
Let's keep going this way.
Yeah? Alright.
The map seems to be really long.
No way. How are we gonna get out of here? Wow. There's other tourists. That's a good sign. Alright. more stairs. Did not think ahead. Quite a workout. Should have brought my workout clothes for this. How do these people live here? I mean, just so many stairs to go up and down. How do you bring furniture in? That's what I'm asking. Oh man. I think I see a light at the end of the tunnel. See people and tables and chairs. Let's just pray to God that this is it. It is Sunday. Hopefully God hears me. My God. Alright, tell me this is the end. Wow, that was something else entirely. What did you think? Was it worth the hike up here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely worth the hike.
It was good?
Good view.
It's quite something. It's full of people here too. It's very hard to get a decent shot, but we'll try. Nothing short of spectacular. Okay. Now I'm trying to find a cathedral at the top of the mountain. So we're doing more walking up. And just when I thought I couldn't do more walking up, I actually am. Are we taking these? No. Just going more up. Beautiful neighborhood of Lisbon. It's really beautiful. It's nice old houses and apartments with no dryers, so they get to dry their clothes the old-fashioned way. I'm imagining some grandmother who does everybody's laundry. I think we're done with the old quarter. Now just try to get down using those same stairs, steps, collection of rocks. Yeah, they're all lined up there for the food. Oh my God. Old Town Lisbon. Lisbon. Old city. Oh, I think we go here. Imagine doing this every day. You'd have the strongest legs in the universe. This is leg day. Hey, leg day is done. No need.
Yeah. It's overdone.
It's overdone. Probably done for 2 weeks in a row. Just do some shoulders, maybe chest, biceps, triceps. And I don't think you need to hit abs with this either because you went up and down. So, right? We're making it right?
Yeah.
In search of sources of food in Lisbon. Wonder why everything is under construction. Everywhere in Europe I've been to the past year and a half, pretty much every capital city has had some serious construction going on. And Lisbon is no different. I mean, they don't even sell anything useful. Just a bunch of crap. I don't know who would buy anything here. But I guess I'm a different shopper. How pretty this is. That's very scary. Ooh, this is okay. Is this Portuguese?
Yeah.
All right. So we're able to find a Portuguese dish, some type of fish. I think it's fried sardines with salad. Are you having Portuguese meal?
I think it's just baked chicken and fries.
Ah.
But the olive oil is Portuguese, I think.
Portuguese olive oil. Okay, well that counts as a meal. All right, so Portuguese fish and Portuguese chicken. This is our meal in Portugal. The Portuguese fish was not good. I think it was like fried sardines or something, but it did not taste good at all. Maybe it's just this restaurant, but it was a really depressing lunch. Should have gone for the chicken or the pork or the beef. I don't know why I went for the fish, but it just looks so good on the picture. Whatever, that's done now. And it was something like 20 euros for the whole meal. So the salad with the fish and a bottle of water. So, I don't know. Kind of dissatisfying. You know how I can save this entire thing is by hitting a bakery with coffee. So when I get my afternoon coffee, I could also get something sweet. Maybe that ought to take away that horrible fish taste. One thing about Portugal is there's a lot of men around pretending to sell sunglasses, and they're not selling sunglasses, are they? They're selling something else, something illegal. And I didn't know this until the fourth time that I got approached. But essentially everywhere you go, everybody's trying to sell you something, some type of drug, which is strange.
Well, you know what's interesting is the gimmick is they approach you to sell sunglasses,
Right,
which apparently is a euphemism for cocaine or marijuana or something.
right,
And it's so obvious because I'm already wearing sunglasses.
right.
So they usually approach men, and then they're like, "Hey, how about these sunglasses?" But I'm wearing them. And then they say, "Hey, if you need something in whispering tone, cocaína, something else." Not very subtle.
Not subtle at all. Not subtle at all. But there's just so many of them that are just hanging around with sunglasses. So I believe if you wanted to arrest everybody that's doing that in Lisbon in Portugal, you could easily, because it's just a bunch of men, with 4 or 5 pairs of sunglasses in their hand. That's all they're doing. They're not making money selling sunglasses at all. They're approaching people with sunglasses on. So that's something interesting that I didn't know. Seems like most of the ads are with Ronaldo and Mourinho. Those are the two exports in terms of celebrities that Portugal has. Come to think of it, I don't know a Portuguese actor. I can't remember the last time I watched any movie, and there was like a Portuguese American actor or a Portuguese actor in general. And Brazilian doesn't count. So Jose Mourinho and Ronaldo, the player, those are the biggest stars. And you see commercials of them everywhere. They're plastered on the walls. They're like, buy this. Mourinho has it. No, Ronaldo has it. It's pretty fun. What area is this? Are we at a wharf somewhere?
Yeah, this is the marina.
Marina. Okay.
Yeah, docks.
Nice cafe there. Alright, let's see if we can get a coffee somewhere.
These 4 or 5 coffee places.
Yeah, let's check it out. The one thing I haven't seen in this country is a Starbucks.
I've seen a couple.
You've seen Starbucks? Alright. This does not look like a coffee house. It says pizzas. I don't see anybody eating pizza. People are just having an espresso. I think that's what we might do. I already had the horrible fish. Let's go, let's do it. Alright, I guess I'm getting that coffee over there. Nothing sweet here. Woo! Portuguese rock music playing. Alright, we had the coffees. Now I gotta go get a pastelito. There's this Portuguese tart that's supposed to be really, really good. Gotta find a street with a bunch of bakeries, compare and contrast, and then hopefully eat it.
How do you say bakery in Portuguese?
How do you say what? Bakery?
Yeah,
Pastelaria. Pastelaria.
it's pastel.
Pastel?
Bacalhau.
Baclaho? Okay.
That's what I read there. Pastel bacalao.
Oh, you already saw it?
Well, one of them.
Oh.
It says Casa Portuguesa.
Look at that huge
Portuguese
cathedral.
house.
That's awesome. Looks really beautiful. Okay, so bakery is essentially pastel. I thought that stood for dessert. But what do I know? That's beautiful. All right. We have to go to the Pastel Ritos shop to get something to eat. Maybe the traditional Portuguese dessert or pastry. That's where it's at. These are very beautiful places. All right, I'm thinking this is the pastel. My buddy wants the bread, so I'm probably gonna get the bread as well. That is the pastel. You don't want the bread? Okay. All right, so the whole trip was essentially for this pastel del nata.
Nata.
Okay, nata. I expected it to be sweet. Is it pumpkin? Is that what it is? I'm tasting pumpkin.
Tastes like it does taste like that.
Yeah. It's like something you do for Thanksgiving, like a Thanksgiving pie or something, like pumpkin pie. It's really good. Oh, other great dessert. All right, so now in typical American fashion, we're gonna go and find a Starbucks because you can only have so many espressos before you require a good Starbucks coffee, a good Americano. Ooh. Church bells. Love it. I haven't seen too many Starbuckses, but my buddy tells me he has, so we'll see if we can find a Starbucks and get our caffeine intake for the day. Now the espresso is supposed to have go. All right. The espresso is supposed to have more caffeine than the Starbucks coffee, but for whatever reason, I'm feeling caffeine withdrawals. Might just be the jet lag.
Now, controversial statement, although I don't think it's controversial. The big giant cups started by the U.S. and their coffee culture is
Right.
superior to the Italian espressos.
Is it?
Yes. Think about it. It's one sip, it's done.
Right.
You sit around 45 minutes having a coffee with one sip.
So if I finish the one giant Starbucks cup, I'd have more caffeine in me than I would.
No, it's not a matter of caffeine quantity. It's a matter of you're taking 20 sips, 25 sips. You're enjoying the coffee, whether you're sitting down or walking. The whole espresso thing, it's one sip with this teeny tiny cups. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
And not everything that's European is better.
No.
A couple of things that are
Like
Like the coffee.
public bathrooms are disgusting
Yes,
here.
see?
They're so small.
I think the whole espresso thing, I think that's a scam.
Yeah, I think it's done. And also, there's no places to sit inside. Everybody's just sitting outside waiting in line. And a lot of the streets do smell like urine. Or maybe it's a new fishing sauce that they're cooking with. But yeah, I could go on and on here. Where is the Starbucks?
We're halfway there.
Yeah, I just figured out these are steps. We could fall here.
Starbucks on the side of us.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's inside the shopping center.
Oh, man. I think we messed up. Oh, yeah, I see it. It says Starbucks. Got the Starbucks Grande Americano, black. Feel much better, but I just figured out that I'm about 45 minutes away from the hotel. So I'm gonna walk, chill a little bit, and then go out, see if I can get something to eat for dinner. I feel like all I do in these trips is walk around, especially in these European countries, just walk around, spend most of my time finding sources of food and drink, maybe a clean bathroom, and then just enjoy the local architecture, in this case the festivities. Look at that tower. Something out of the Game of Thrones. This part here is actually pretty beautiful at nighttime because of the holiday festivities, the lights. But it's pretty balling right now, especially with my Starbucks. Very cool area of the city. It's nice, right?
Yeah.
It's really cute. And they have the, what is this, a hotel, a movie theater. Let's keep going. Look at the big lineup to get into that streetcar. That can't be real. Is it real? I think it's like a... It's got to be like a museum. No, I don't think it goes anywhere. No. Will it go up? Okay. Oh, maybe that's like another tourist attraction. By Hotel Suicidio. Alright, Suicide Hotel. Great.
Oh, you know what? That takes you up to that cemetery.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I think
So this lineup is for the cemetery. My God.
another attraction.
Yeah. It's making it happen here in Lisbon.
It's not near the beach.
Ugh. It's a very organized city. You can walk it no problem. It's very safe. Of course, we've only been doing the nice, attractive parts of the city. We have no idea if there's
Well, I mean,
the suburbs.
that's what you usually do when you do tourism.
We do, yeah. Nobody wants to go to prison. Like, show us your prison system, sir. Except for Michael Moore in that documentary. Didn't he come to Portugal? And he talked to a bunch of cops. He went to prison, talked to the prisoners. He's like, how is it here? They're like, it's really good. Then he came back to America. He's like, yeah. Most Michael Moore documentaries. Well, I think Roger and Me was good. I think he had like one or two good documentaries in the beginning of his career.
I don't remember that one.
And then I think it's for... I don't even remember it, but I know that it was good. But the rest of most of his work just sucks now.
The problem with
He does selective
Michael Moore
tourism.
documentaries, they haven't really aged well.
None of them have.
Is he pinpoints problems that do exist. Unfortunately, when he shows kind of a positive example to compare, he really at best, overinflates that example. At worst, just plainly lies. So, in Sicko, which was a documentary exposing the problems in the American healthcare system, insurance system, that sort of stuff. Again, problems exist. I think it was even worse than now. At that time, the documentary came out like 20 years ago.
Right.
However, one of the positive examples was Canada, which again, it was a positive example. But he interviewed people waiting in the ER, and every one of them said, oh yeah, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes waiting, etc., etc. Which again does not exist. As someone that's that has experience in that, ask anyone, they'll tell you, unless you're in like a small town, possibly nothing happens. I'm not quite sure. I don't have that context, but that's the other thing. And again,
I remember him going to Cuba in the documentary.
Exactly. In the documentary,
and then a bunch of people got cured.
And again, as someone that's been to Cuba, you can't point a camera without seeing
destruction,
revolutionary posters and things like that. Right? So it kind of makes you question all of his movies. It'd be better off pinpointing these problems and then just sort of not overinflating these positive examples, because it just makes the whole movie sort of, okay, this is just a pure political operative lie, which it actually isn't, because as I said, these problems exist and they should be talked about.
But not the way Michael Moore talks about them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another mango store. Didn't you say you took one of your, let's call them girlfriends there?
Yeah. She basically said, I'm going to go to Mango. I didn't even know what it was. I honestly thought it was a place that sold fruit or something.
Is it a luxury place?
Not quite sure. Anyhow, after she was done, huge bill on my credit card. So.
Oh no. She sounds like a keeper.
I don't even know where she is now. But yeah.
Well,
so if you've got a up and coming relationship or a girlfriend, and she says, I'm gonna go to Mango to shop, it is not a restaurant or a food store or a flea market or something like that. It's an actual store where they sell clothes that she's gonna buy, right. And fashion accessories.
All right.
Live and learn.
Well, we learned a lot about Mango and Michael Moore and Lisbon. And
Lisbon is a nice, beautiful town.
It is nice. I feel like we've been doing maybe 20,000 steps today, and we're not done yet. Probably gonna get
I probably have another half hour.
dinner, something later. And this is halfway through to the hotel. My God, why do we book so far away?
But it's definitely a walkable city for sure.
It is walkable. Well, architecturally, this is better than expected, right?
Yeah, I mean, I came in expecting really beautiful, typical neoclassical European town, and that's what this is. But I think it beat those expectations because it had a couple of cool viewpoints. vista points, whatever you want to call them. It had different areas of town that have each own characteristics. Right? So when you go to a city, you go to one neighborhood and you go to another one, you're like, well, this is all the same. Here, there's a couple of neighborhoods that are different enough that makes a 2-day trip kind of worth it.
This is a different city than other European cities because even though this was a empire, right, it had colonies and everything. I think they skipped a couple of world wars, World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
They're at the tip of Europe. They don't really get involved with a lot of, so you don't see a lot of the monuments that you would see in London or Paris. But we did go to that old town. I got a little bit of medieval vibe, Renaissance vibe as well. So it does have enough to offer for somebody that likes old churches and classical architecture, that kind of thing. What I don't like here is there's a lot of buildings that are from the 60s or 70s when this was apparently some type of a dictatorship, and those look the worst. Generally, every dictatorship has some type of good architectural marvel, and I'm not seeing one here. So, I'm not sure what that was about. Emporio Armani. Maybe you can take one of your other girlfriends there.
Gotta wait for the alcohols to pump.
Ah.
Once my alcohols pump, yeah, that's where I'll be headed.
So you're just playing the waiting game, basically.
Yep.
Smart man.
I think so.
This is maybe the 16th time we've been approached for illegal drugs. Or the 17th time, I don't know, I can't remember. But there's a disturbing number of young men in this country that are just walking around offering you illegal products, which is sad because it's a very beautiful country. It's a very beautiful city. Wow, look at this. Ah, it's a nice street with umbrellas. Let's get moving. I'm actually kind of hungry. I did not enjoy lunch at all. Those fish sticks or whatever I had, sardines. You enjoyed your lunch, didn't you?
Yeah, my lunch was alright.
Yeah. I did not enjoy.
Get baked chicken. No.
Yeah, it was just baked chicken. I'm pretty sure it was like microwaved or something.
Chicken
Hopefully, this is a Lebanese place we're going to in Portugal. All right.
It's called the Lebanese Corner.
The Lebanese Corner. So Lebanese food in Lisbon, Portugal. So we'll see. Maybe we get lucky with the shawarmas. See how they taste. The shawarma was unbelievable. Probably the best meal I've had all day today. Go figure. Best meal I had in Portugal so far was Lebanese shawarma. What say you?
I've never tasted shawarma with a lot of garlic before, so that's new.
All right, so it had a lot of garlic. Do we like garlic? I mean, it's definitely not the kind of shawarma you would eat if you're preparing to go on a date. That's for sure. We really stink of garlic right now, but I like it. No?
Yeah, it's not. It's delicious, but wow, it's a lot of garlic.
All right, so far we've had one good shawarma with a lot of garlic. Let's keep digging. I mean, maybe we'll find another pastry shop later tonight, or maybe something for breakfast tomorrow before we do Porto. But food wise, I would give this trip maybe 6, 7 out of 10 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a food place.
It's not a food place. It is not a food place. But other than that, the city's very beautiful. Lots of lights for the festivities.
Since Sunday night, though, there's nobody here.
Sunday night, it is deserted tonight. I think this dessert, this custard, it's probably the best thing to come out of Portugal. Actually, I'm almost positive that's what it is. It's so good. It's the second time today that I've bought it. Hand me the other one. Oh, yes. This is what Portugal is all about. Yeah. Yeah, I think this one I remember. Got a long way to go now.
It's cool though, we saw the nightlife area. Over here, it was kind of dead because it's Sunday night, but we saw it.
Alright, I think my feet are giving up. This actually looks nicer than it did in the daytime with all the lights. But I think we're gonna have to close it for tonight. Just too much walking, too many steps. How much suffering can one man take before he just goes to his hotel room and retires for the night? Well, apparently this much.